Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about how UCD Chinese International Students have been affected by Trump administration's policy during COVID-19 pandemic. And we are going to mainly target Trump administration's over international student visa rule and talk about how this rule impacts Chinese international students. First, we need to know what Trump administration over international student visa rule is. According to the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, on July 6, 2020, Trump administration announced that temporary exemption for the fall 2020 semester include non-immigrant F1 and M1 students attending schools operating entirely online may not take full online course and remain in the United States. The policy temporarily barred international students from staying in the United States unless they attend at least one in-person course.
The federal government has threatened 1 million international students that they are at risk of deportation if their classes are online this fall. And that's causing terror throughout these students.
Once the policy has been announced, more than 99% of international students and schools opposed to this new regulation at the time, because this new regulation was heavily discriminatory, which caused unnecessary stress on international students. Not only the Trump administration causes stress to Chinese international students, but also the discrimination on campus. From our research, we found a miserable truth that during the 2020 COVID pandemic, there were more than 2,500 hate crimes against Asian Americans in the US. Just in Los Angeles, a young person was bullied in his middle school, physically attacked and accused of having the coronavirus simply because he was Asian American.
Went to the hospital originally and went to the emergency room, and they were taking MRIs to ensure that he didn't have a concussion or other harm.
The family of this young boy afraid to speak out.
Since there's so much racism happening in the US, even in California, do similar things happen to Chinese students in UC Davis? To know more about the impact of discrimination on Chinese international students in Davis, we are very honored to have an interview with the president of UC Davis Chinese Undergraduate Student Union, Fang Yuanyuan, and she shared a lot of valuable experience on how Chinese students in Davis suffered during the COVID pandemic.
Yuan mentioned, at the time, UCD had just decided to continue to close campus for fall 2020, and students would continue to take classes remotely. International students worry about being deported if they took online courses, but also worry about getting COVID if they had to take in-person classes. Also, the policy kept changing every day or every few days. Students were waiting for some ideal solutions. While waiting for the good news, students were checking airline ticket at the same time. That moment was very stressful for every international student.
It is hard to believe that Chinese international students were facing such stress. We bring up this issue because we want all Chinese international students to successfully gain their degrees from UCD without worrying about their safety and visa problems. We want schools and US government to shed more light on Chinese international students, care about them and show more love to them, let them feel more welcomed and comfortable to study in the US.